Hello darlings, welcome back to the Crafty Bee channel. Thank you for being here. In today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you guys how to cut and sew a wide leg palazzo pants, and it's easy to make and it's beginner friendly. So let's get right into the video. So this is the fabric I'll be using. It's viscose. So I have my fabric folded in half. I'm cutting the front side first. This is the good side and this is the wrong side. So to know the fabric you have on fold, I use my thigh measurement divided by 2, that's 2 inches. So I went ahead to take 1.5 inch for the band height because this trouser is going to have band. And then I came down 9 inches for the hip line, and then 11.5 inches for the, and the length of the trouser is 40 inches, but I added 2 inches for hemming allowance. 2 inches for hemming allowance. How do I get the crotch length? I divided my hip measurement by 4 and added 1 inch. So I went ahead and marked my hip divided by 4 plus 1 inch. Mark it on the hip line, on the crotch line, and also on the waistline. And then on the waistline, I mark the hip divided by 4. Then I'll go ahead and take a long ruler and connect the points, like so, as you see. So on the crotch line, I added 2.5 inches for the crotch extension. As you can see, I'm marking it there. Then I went ahead and then draw the crotch curve, like so. So coming to the waistline, I'll mark 1/2 inch inward and connect it to the crotch line. So coming to the waistline, I'll divide my waist by 4, which is 10 inches, and I'll add 1 inch for the darts and connect it to the hip line on the side. So after connecting to the hip line, I'll come to the center front on the crotch line and come down by 1 inch for the tummy drop and connect it to the side. Next thing to do is to come on the crotch line. Whatever I have there, I mark it all the way down to the hem. Then I'll connect it with a straight line to the hem line. Now the front is ready, so I'm cutting it out. I'm not going to cut the tummy drop because we are going to use the front to cut the back. So I folded the back in half. I've added 3 inches more on the side and on the up because our back is bigger than our front. So on the back crotch, I added 2.5 inches on the waistline, 2.5 inches on the hip, and also 2 inches on the crotch extension for the back. And I'm going to extend the crotch line and then connect the points to create the crotch curve. So on the sides of the trouser legs, I added 2 inches all the way to the hem line, and I'll connect it with a straight line, as you see me doing. So coming to the waist of the back, I raise the back with 2.5 inches, as you can see me marking, and I'll connect it to the side of the trousers. So I'm done with the back, and next thing to do is to cut it out. So I'm done cutting the back. Then I'll cut out the tummy drop in front, as you can see, and then cut the side of the back. So you see our trouser is ready. Now I will slit the sides open, the front and the back. So the next thing to do is to come down 2 inches on the waist for the pockets, and then go down 7 inches for the pocket opening, and then mark and then notch the 2 points. After notching, I went ahead and marked 9 inches for the zipper line. The zipper will be at the back. So I put aside the trousers. I took a piece of fabric, folded it into 4 for the pockets. So I will mark 7 inches for the pocket opening, and then I will draw the pocket shape. I have a lot of pocket tutorials on my channel. You can go and watch details of how to cut pockets. So now I have 4 pieces of the pocket. I'll go ahead and take the trousers and then attach the pockets to the 2 fronts and then the 2 back. So I'll take the pocket to my machine, stitch it, flip it over, don't stitch it on the pocket, not on the trouser, on the pocket, and I'll do it to all the 4 pieces, then I'll come back and show you. So this is it, guys. I'm done attaching the pocket to the trousers. This is the front piece and also attached to the back. So the next thing I'll do is to take one of the back piece and then one of the front piece and join them on the sides. This is how I'm going to join the sides. Because there's a pocket here, I'm going to take 1/2 inch and then run a stitch up to where the pocket starts. Then I'll go in and sew all along the pockets and then come to where the pocket ends here, and then I'll take it all the way to the hemline with 1/2 inch. I'm also going to do the same thing to the other 2 pieces, one of the front piece and then one of the back piece. Then I'll join it on the side with 1/2 inch to the hemline. Then I'll come back and show you guys the next thing to do. After sewing the sides of the trouser legs, this is how it look. And I went ahead and weave the inside. This is one leg, and then this is the other one. This is the pocket. You can see. So I mark out the dots, you can see. And I mark on this also. And hold the dots. After holding the dots, I'll come back and show you the next thing to do. So if you watch up to this stage and find it helpful, please do well by giving this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you've not done so, and also share my videos. Thank you. Sorry guys, I lost the footage of where I was holding the dots and joining the crotches together, the front and the back. So I will explain it for you to understand it more. I stitch the back crotch, leaving the zipper allowance, and I use low stitch for the zipper. I'll remove it later to fix the zip. So the next thing to do is to close the inseam. This is the inseam, so I'll turn it to the wrong side. This is the zipper allowance at the back. So you bring the 2 crotches together on the same line and match it like this. Then I'll pin it down. As you can see, I have weaved the inside already, only to take 1/2 inch allowance to stitch it all the way to the crotch and then from the crotch to the hemline. So I will do that, give it a good press, then I will come and loose the zipper line to fix the zip and then the band. So stay tuned. So guys, after locking the inseam part of the trousers, this is how it looks. Our trouser is taking shape. I also went ahead and fixed the zip at the back. So this is the zip at the back. And also I weave the down parts of the trousers. You can see it. I weave it neatly. I did the same to the other leg. What I'll do next is to take it to my machine and then hem the down parts of the trousers and make sure that the lengths are the same before hemming the down parts. Now I will open the zip and then measure all around the waist for the band. So I'll take my tape and measure all around the waistline like so. So I got 41 inches. So I'll put the trouser aside. I also went ahead and cut the band for the trousers. I cut it 4 inches for the height and then 45 inches for the length, as you can see. So I went ahead and ironed interfacing on the band, and I fold both sides with ½ an inch, and I folded it again in half and I ironed it neatly. After folding it, I got 1½ inch exactly. That's the height for the band I wanted for these trousers. So what I'll do next is to take it to my machine, fix the band on the waistline, and then I also go ahead and hem the down parts of the trousers. Then I'll come back and show you the finishing look. This is the outcome of our straight wide leg pant, and this is how beautiful it's looking. This is the waistline. You can see it very neat, and I went ahead and fixed a hook. This is the front part of the trousers. This is the back of the trousers. We have come to the end of our tutorial today. If you would like this video and you find it very interesting, please don't forget to give a huge thumbs up and also share my videos. Leave comment if you don't understand anything, and then also don't miss out on my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.